Hello everyone, welcome to watch our video. Our lesson today, as you see, is talking about the quotient rule. I use this rule when we would like to find the derivative of a quotient of two functions. Here, as you see, if function f and the function g are differentiable functions, so their quotient is also differentiable function. We can find its derivative. How? By applying the quotient rule, which states the derivative of f of x over g of x, or the quotient of f and g. I have to follow the steps. Squaring the function which in the denominator, as you see, then in the numerator, here we find the difference between two products. The first product is the denominator, the function which in that denominator multiply the derivative of numerator, minus the function in the numerator multiply the derivative of denominator. Make sure the function in the denominator not equal 0. In another function f over the derivative, here I mean d by dx, it means the derivative with respect to x, but we can write it in this form by using dash above it, but we name the derivative of f over g equal squaring the function which in the denominator, as you see, square, then start with it in numerator, multiply the derivative of numerator minus numerator, multiply the derivative of denominator. As you see in this form, I need to know the derivative of each of numerator, the function in numerator and the function in denominator. Let's show you how we apply this rule. But before I begin to solve example number 4, as you see, you have to remember the basic rule of differentiation. I'll try to keep it at the top of the screen when I am solving. The derivative of any constant with respect to x, it will be 0. Constant, it means any number. Derivative of 5, derivative of 3, derivative of negative 100, by any way, okay? That is rule number 1. Rule number 2, the derivative, I apply this rule if I find the derivative of a number. Derivative for any number, 0. X to power n with respect to x. This is called the power rule. I apply this rule when we find the derivative of a power function. As you see, okay? Variable raised to power, okay, or exponential function. Exponential function, power. That is why I name it power. That is called the power function, which is formed from base and exponent, as you see. This rule states that exponent multiply x, then decrease the exponent by 1. Okay. Third rule, the derivative of any linear term or linear function, as you see, this linear term, okay, it will give you what? The coefficient of this one. Like what? For example, derivative of 5x, it will be what? The derivative of 5x, it will be 5. The derivative of 9x, it will be 9. Understand? Because I know the derivative of any variable with respect to itself give you 1. Okay? Or by another way, dx with respect to x, it will be what? 1. Clear? If we apply this power rule on this one, it will be x to power, I will multiply here 1, it will be 1, x to power 1 minus 1, this means 0, and any number raised to power 0, it will be 1. That is why, how we get this answer. Derivative of any term with respect to itself, it give you what? Give you 1. Number 4, derivative of any number multiply x to the power n with respect to x is called scalar multiple. If we find the derivative of any function multiplied by a number, it will be this number multiply the derivative of this function. This number c multiply the derivative of this function. Okay, rule number 5. Derivative of sine x with respect to x, I know it is what? Cosine x. Number 6, okay? Here, derivative of cosine x with respect to x, it means negative sine x. Derivative of any rational, natural exponential function with respect to x, it will be what? E to power x. That is 7th rule. Sorry. 8, the derivative of a product of this function. I apply this rule when we find the derivative of a product of two functions. It will be first multiply derivative of second plus second multiply derivative of first. Okay, please focus with me to show you how to apply the quotient rule. How we apply the quotient rule. Okay, wait. Here, let's solve this problem. Here, as you see, I ask you use the quotient rule. Please focus. When I ask you a specific way to solve any problem, okay, I have to use it. Okay. Here I ask you to use the quotient rule. If this function, the derivative of this function y, I'd like to find the derivative of y, which equals 5x minus 2 over x squared plus. I name, for example, look here, question number, rule number 9. The derivative of function u over function v, okay, it will be what? V square is a function which in denominator start with it in numerator, u prime minus u v prime. Okay, how to apply this one? I'll show you the mechanism. Look here, miss, I know this one it will be u, this one it will be v, but I have to find u prime v what? Prime. Please focus. U prime, it means u, I refer to the function which in numerator by u, just a name. Okay, it will be how to find the derivative. I find the derivative of each term. 5x, it is a linear, as you told me in which rule? Rule number 3. I'd like to use a different color. Use blue one. Okay. Here, what is the value of the derivative here? Linear, it will be 5. Minus the derivative of the second term, which is constant. The derivative of any constant is what? 0. Okay, so the derivative of the numerator, 5. What is the derivative of denominator? Derivative of x to power 2, which in the form x to power n. It will be 2x and decrease. I multiply that. Exponent to be 2 multiply x, decrease the exponent by 1. Plus the derivative of 1, which is what? 0. I don't need to write. So here, to find y prime means I know I will apply this what rule. Okay, this square the function which in denominator, which is what? V. It will be x squared plus 1 all to power 2. Then start with it. Means I will write here minus product in first minus another product. Look here, I will do what? I have to start denominator multiply the derivative of numerator. Denominator multiply the derivative of numerator. So it will be what? 5 multiply x squared plus 1. That is the denominator multiply the derivative of numerator. Minus Here, please focus the numerator multiply the derivative of denominator. It will be 5x minus 2 multiply 2x. Okay, I need the skills of simplifying any expression. How to simplify this one? This is so easy. I have to distribute here and distribute here. Then I'll simplify by adding the uh, like term. Look with me here. I will do this one because Miss, I know what is the product here, 5x squared. But here, don't forget, I distribute this negative sign on the product of these two brackets. I distribute first, which means what? 10x squared minus 4. Or okay, I write it. Distribute here means, okay, it will be 5x squared plus 5, okay. The product here, I know it will be 10x squared minus 4x, but I distribute the sign, it will be negative 10x squared, clear? Negative, it will be plus 4x, because one of the common mistake which I see with some students, when they distribute the negative sign, just multiply by the first term. No, I have to multiply this negative sign by every term in the brackets, okay? X squared plus 1 all to power 2. I keep the power, as you see here, squared. Squaring of the polynomial will be x squared plus 1 all to power 2. Then add the like term, it will be 5x squared minus 10, it will be negative 5x squared. Here, do you have any linear term with this one? This one, okay, I finished. Okay, it will be plus 4x because I don't have any like term. Okay, with it plus 5. Okay, will be the answer of this function. I hope you understand. Keep it in this form, I give you the full mark. I need the skills of memorizing the basic rule of differentiation is very important. If you will not study or remember these rules, you never know how to solve or how to understand the next lessons. I hope you understand up to now. I wrap this one, okay, and keep the basic rule of differentiation at the top of the screen to help you how we apply it. Okay, let's solve the next one. Please focus. It is so trivial. I swear it's so trivial. Just applying the rule. Look, I keep the rule as you see here at the top. Rule number 1, rule number 2, and so on. Look with me here. Here I forgot, there's something. I wrap it by mistake. Here we have 1. Look, we have 1. Look here. Miss, as you told me, Miss, I need to apply, it is a quotient, function over function. So it's so clear I will apply this rule, okay? But when we apply this rule, I need the derivative of the function in numerator and the function in denominator, which in which I need this rule. Okay, this is U, this is what? V. Understand? Then, like this one, use your pencil and your pen. Try to pause the video and solve the problem, then check your answer. What is the derivative of x? It is a linear. dx with respect to x, it means u prime here, it will be 1. Why? Because the derivative of any linear function, it means the coefficient. As you see here, the coefficient is what? 1. Or by another way, dx with respect to x, it will be 1. Understand? Okay. What is the derivative of the function in denominator? x to power 2, I apply this one. Why? It is an exponential. It is a power form, okay? It is a power function. So v prime, it will be the derivative of this one. It will be the power or the exponent to x decrease the exponent by 1, 2 minus 1. It will be here 1 and 1 can be submitted. The derivative of 1 is 0. I don't need to write. Don't forget this product first minus this product what? Second. I hope it's so clear. Start with the denominator, the product which have that denominator will be right first. Here, the derivative of this function, I apply the rule as you told me. That is function v in the denominator. I refer to the function in the denominator by say any name. Okay? Square the function in the denominator, okay, which is x squared plus 1. Then here I have minus a product, the first product, which is the denominator multiply the derivative of numerator. So it will be x squared plus 1. Multiply 1. Okay, multiply what? 1. Okay, minus the numerator multiply the derivative of denominator, x multiply 2x. I hope you understand. I swear it's so easy. The first product minus the second product. First product here, that is the first product, that is second product. I need the skills of simplifying any expression. 1 multiply anything, it will be x squared plus 1. Here, x multiplied to x, it will be minus 2x squared. Okay, over what? X squared plus 1 all to power 2. Okay, do you have any like term? Yes, this term, like to this term. Okay, 1x squared minus 2x squared, it will be negative x squared plus 1. But as usual, I prefer to write any expression with the positive term first. You can write 1 minus x squared is right. Here, x squared plus 1 all to power 2. That is your answer. That is your answer. Keep the denominator with a square. Okay? Clear or not clear? I hope to watch the video today and tomorrow, inshallah, prepare any question that you don't understand. I'll help you. Here I have to find the derivative of numerator, derivative of numerator. Square the function which is in the denominator, then the first product minus the second product. Okay, I rub to keep the rule of, look with me, the rule of what? Differentiation. I need from every one of you to study the basic rule of differentiation to remember it well. Look here, let's solve the question number 2. Try to pause the video, okay? Then solve and check your answer. Miss here, this function is a quotient, that is function u, that is function what? V. I will apply rule 9. You have to remember squaring the denominator. Start with denominator, multiply the derivative of numerator minus numerator multiply the derivative of denominator. So to apply this rule number 9, I need the derivative of numerator and the derivative of denominator. Clear? It will be, what is the derivative here? I applying the rule. T to power 2, it is exponential, which function? This one. Clear? So it will be 2. Here u prime, it will be what? 2t. Don't forget to decrease the exponent by 1. Plus the derivative of 4, it is a number. What is the derivative of a number? 0. So it will be 2t. V prime, okay, the derivative of this linear term, as you told me, means it will be constant, the coefficient. 5t, it will be 5 multiplied the derivative of t with respect to t, which means 1. Derivative of any term with respect to itself, give you 1. If you would like to use this rule, okay, this rule, number 3, not 4. It will be 5. The derivative of 3 is a constant, okay. 0, and I don't need to write. G prime of the derivative of this function, it will be, apply the rule, v square. V square means square the function which in the denominator. Okay, you should trust yourself, you can solve it, okay? Square this product, first, second product, okay? Which means that denominator, which is 5t minus 3, multiply the derivative of numerator, which is what? 2t, minus the function in the numerator, multiply the derivative of denominator, okay? What is the skills I need from each one of you now? I need the skills of simplifying. I need to distribute here first. Look here, distribute, and here distribute, but don't forget to, here I distribute negative and distribute what? 5 on the bracket t squared plus 4. Okay, here 2t multiply 5t, it will be 10t squared. 2t multiply negative 3, it will be negative 6t. Don't forget, this product takes the opposite of this product. Okay, 5 multiply t squared, it will be 5t squared multiply negative, it will be negative 5t squared. 5 multiply 4, it will be 20 multiply negative, it will be negative 20. Understand? I hope you understand. Keep the squaring of the denominator as it is. Keep the squaring, okay? I don't need to expand, okay? Here, as you see, 10t squared minus 5t, it will be 5t squared. I don't have any like term to this linear term, it will be negative 6t. I know all of you know how to simplify because you became old enough, you are in grade 12. All of you know how to simplify any expression. It's clear or not clear? That's all. That is your answer. That is what? Okay, wait. Where's the pen? Yeah. Okay, that is your what? Answer. I hope you understand. Okay, I rub to keep the basic rule of differentiation. According to the given function, I'll decide which rule I'll apply. If we have power function, I will apply the power rule. If you have natural exponential function, I use what? The rule of natural exponential function, which is the derivative of a natural exponential function, it will be the natural exponential function. Okay. Here, as you see, because one of your friend asked me, Miss, I know I will apply the quotient rule, but he doesn't know how to apply it. To apply the quotient rule, I need the derivative of numerator, the derivative of the function in denominator. Look here, that is quotient. Why? Means because here function over function, okay? But to apply this rule, number 9, as you see, in this case, I need the derivative of numerator, the derivative of denominator. Here, u prime, it will be, what is the derivative of cosine t? Yes, Miss, I remember cosine t, it is negative sine t. It will be negative sine t, okay? Derivative of this one, it is in which form? Power. Where is the power? The power, yes, that is the power rule. The power what? Rule. V prime, I name the function in denominator v. it will be just exponent, which is here 3, t, or the variable, decrease the exponent by 1, 3 minus 1, it will be 2. Now, let's substitute to find the derivative in rule number 9. Squaring the denominator t to power 3 all to power 2. Okay, then this product first, I start denominator. Denominator multiply the derivative of numerator, which is negative sign t. Okay, minus numerator, which is what? Cosine t. Write it between two brackets. It doesn't mean cosine multiply t. No, it is a function, cosine, like f of x. Okay, it doesn't mean f only. No, function of x. This is cosine function of t. Multiply what? 3t squared. Means here, I know that here we have t to power 3. Here, what? T to power 3 or t to power 2? Okay, look with me. It will be negative t to power 3 sine t minus 3 t to power 2 cosine t. Okay, over here t to power 6. Look with me. It's so clear. I can simplify it more, yes, but if you keep it in the exam in this form, no problem. I give you the full mark, but it's better to write it in the simplest form. It's so clear. Look, I write here in different color. I write in different color. Wait. Yes. Miss here, I take t to power 2, it is common in numerator and in denominator. That's right. I take t to power 2 common factor. T to power 2. Okay, divide this term by t to power 2. This means t to power and divide, it will be negative t sine t. If we divide this one, it will be negative 3. T to power 2 cancel with t to power 2. It will be cosine t over, okay, this is the what, t to power 6. I can divide both numerator and denominator by t to power 2. Divide this one t to power 2, so the result it will be what? Divide both numerator and denominator by t to power 2 because it is a common. So the numerator it became what? What is this? Yes, t sine of t minus cosine 3 cosine of t. Okay, over what? If we divide t to power 6, divide t to power 2, it will be t to power what? 4. That is the derivative of this function. I hope it's clear. Okay, that is t, letter t, multiply sine of t minus 3 cosine t over t to power 4. That is your answer. In the simplest form. In the simplest what? Form. Okay. Here I'd like to, I think it's so easy to solve number 4. It will be as a homework. So easy for you. Let's solve, wait. I wrap to have enough space for what? For the answer of the next question, and I keep the basic rule of differentiation at the top of the screen to remind you by them. Okay, look here. I need from every one of you to remember the basic rule of differentiation well. Okay, look here. I solved this one today, but some one of you in the morning, Karim, I think, asked me question, but I didn't have enough time to answer. Now I'll answer his what question. By the same way, yes, he asked me to find the derivative at a given point C, as you see here. Okay, but look with me, please. I use this color. Okay. It is a quotient function v over function u. I find the derivative because I'll apply rule number 9. But when we apply rule number 9, I need to find the derivative of numerator and derivative in denominator by using the basic rule of differentiation. Okay, here v prime, I named here v. Okay, I name it u, v to avoid any confusion. Okay, u prime, it will be derivative of x dx by dx, it will be 1. Derivative of 5, 0. How do you get the result of this function? Means I just apply the rule. It is a linear term, I take the coefficient. Or by another way, you told me dx by dx, or the derivative of any term with respect to itself, it gives you 1. Okay, derivative of any number, 0. Just apply, repeat the rule to remember it. V prime, the derivative of the denominator, it will be also 1 because the derivative of any linear 1, derivative of number. Okay, here f prime of x, just replace in the rule, squaring the denominator, okay? Then start with denominator, multiply the derivative of, that is the first product minus the second what? Product, second product, okay? I have to begin with the product which have that denominator. Multiply 1 minus the denominator, numerator, multiply the derivative of numerator. Then simplify x minus 5 minus, don't forget to distribute negative sign, okay, on the bracket or multiply it by every term inside the bracket. Negative x, negative 5. Over what? X minus 5 all to power 2. Simplify, so it will be negative 10 over x minus 5 all to power 2. Here he asks you to find the derivative when x equal what? 4. F prime 4 just replaced in this form. Clear? It will be negative 10 over x, it will be what? 4 minus 5 all to power 2. You can use your calculator. It will be negative 10. Okay? I think it's so easy. Just apply the rule. I gave you another problem in the online session, okay? But when I solve it, but someone, oh my God, no problem, no problem. I give you another problem now, okay? Here, if f of x, another problem. Find, okay, f prime and f prime at x equals c. If x equal what? X squared plus 1 over e to power x. Find f prime 0. I think I give it to you in the session by this one. Okay, means I know I'll apply the quotient rule. That is u, that is v, okay? I know u over v, the derivative of the quotient, it will be squaring the denominator, uv prime minus, okay, u v prime, okay? What is the derivative here and what is the derivative here? Power, it will be the exponent multiply x, decrease the exponent by 1. Derivative of any constant, 0. It's a rule. Derivative of a natural exponential function, please keep the rule with you, okay? When you solve, until you remember all of the rule, e to power x, okay? F prime of x, I just apply the rule, squaring e to power x all to power 2, keep it squared, okay? I start with e to power x, Yes, multiply 2x minus the second product, which will be e to power x multiply x squared plus 1. Miss, I know, it's so easy. E to power x is repeated in this term and in this term and in denominator. So I take it as a common factor. So here it will be what? Divide this term by e to power x, it will cancel, that is the rest to x. Divide this by e to power x, I'll cancel this one, it will be minus x squared plus 1. Understand? Over this one, it means e to power x multiply e to power x squared, it means I multiply by itself. How to simplify? Trivial. I think all of you know how to simplify. I cancel this one with this one. So what is the answer? It will be 2x. Okay, distribute this negative sign. Negative x squared minus 1 over e to power x. That is your derivative. But I want to find this one, this derivative. Look here, I ask about this function. F prime at 0, it will be 0 minus 0 minus, just replace here, replace in this rule. E to power 0, it will be negative 1 over any number raised to 0, it will be 1. So the answer, it will be negative 1. Thank you for watching the video. Please study well. Keep the paper of, or write all the basic rule of differentiation in a paper. Keep it with you anywhere until you remember each one. Or sorry, until you remember all the rule of differentiation to understand the next lesson. Thank you and have a nice day.